On the beautiful island of Oahu in Hawaii, the United States Navy had an important base called Pearl Harbor. Now that airplanes had been improved and were being used for war as well as peace, it was important that the Hawaiian islands be protected. If an enemy took control of Hawaii, it would not be long before the west coast of the United States would be in danger of enemy air attacks. You'll remember that Japan wanted to control Asia and the islands of the Pacific. The power of the United States Navy must be destroyed. The Japanese military leaders told each other, if Pearl Harbor is destroyed, it would be too hard for the Americans to bring other ships to the Pacific Ocean. Besides, the Japanese boasted, Americans would rather give up than fight. To trick the Americans, Japan sent officials to Washington, D.C. to talk about making peace. Meanwhile, the Japanese secretly planned an air raid on Pearl Harbor. Early on Sunday morning, December 7, 1941, nearly 200 Japanese airplanes took off from aircraft flew over Pearl Harbor. This first wave of the attack swept across Oahu. Later that day, who were listening to their radios were shocked to hear their programs interrupted by an emergency news report. Pearl Harbor has been bombed. The Japanese would soon find that their attack on Pearl Harbor had not brought the results they anticipated. Instead of destroying American military power, the attack brought American power into action. On December 8, 1941, the United States and Canada declared war on Japan. Canada had already been war with Germany. A few days later, Germany and Italy declared war on the United States. In 1943, after gaining victory on North Africa, the Allies attacked the Axis power in Italy. In 1944, Italy removed Mussolini from power. While troops fought in Italy, more Allied forces focused on freeing France. They planned a great invasion of the country, to be led by American General Dwight D. Eisenhower. The Germans closely guarded French borders, but Allied troops landed on the beaches of Normandy in northern France on June 6, 1944, or D-Day. In a bold, swift action, men came by air and by sea, storming the beaches for several weeks. Once they hit the coast, Allied soldiers fought fiercely against the Germans. In northern France, the Allies freed Paris in August of 1944, and their group troops then marched to Berlin, Germany. Germany surrendered on May 7, 1945. May 8 was declared the VE Day, Victory in Europe Day. Japan remained the only enemy for the Allies to defeat. She had learned since Pearl Harbor that Americans were hard and courageous fighters. Although the attack on Pearl Harbor had severely damaged the United States Navy in the Pacific within a year, the Navy was ready to do battle once again. The Japanese had suffered much loss during the war, but they refused to surrender. The military leaders of Japan seemed to care a little bit about the Japanese civilians who were being killed in each air raid upon their cities, and thousands of Japanese soldiers who died fighting for their power hungry leaders. Yet the Allies knew that Japan must surrender if the countries of Asia were to remain free.